Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Michelle. Good morning. It is bright and early today, and today I am doing a first impressions. My friend gave me a color that was too dark for her, and this is the Luminess Airbrush Spray Hydrating Primer in conjunction with the Airbrush Foundation. This shade is medium, which was too dark for my friend, which is why she gave it to me. And you're supposed to shake them and spray. You're not supposed to spray it all over your face like a setting spray because it's color and it will get everywhere, the pigment. I'm assuming you could probably do that with the primer since it's clear. But again, I've never opened these. I have not tried them, or I don't even know if it's exact color match, but we are still gonna go for it. I'm sitting in front of my mirror. I tried doing this video in my bathroom and the lighting was horrible. So I am going to try the primer first. All right, so I'm gonna take the primer and shake it up really well and spray my face. Will it be a disaster? It might be, because this is just first impressions. Let me just spray a little bit on my hand first so I can see what we're dealing with. Okay. Okay. Wipe that on my face. Okay, so I have a kabuki brush. Any type of foundation or kabuki brush, I would say, would do the trick. So I'm just going to spray it. It's going to be triggering for some, I'm sure. It feels so wrong to do that. And just prime the face. And you do smell the, is it butane or alcohol or something? You do smell that upon first spray. Press down and shake well. Let me just add some to here. There we go. All right, and basically try to put the primer where your foundation kind of sinks into your fine lines and such. That's where you want to put the primer to fill in, you know, to fill in the wrinkles, guys, or any, you know, imperfect. So I'm just on my iPhone, so I don't really see what I'm doing. I know sometimes I don't get it all because I'm not looking in the camera. Now I could look in the camera like that, and then you guys aren't going to see. And I know that's triggering for a lot of people, including myself, when people are not looking right there and are looking right here at themselves. It just feels weird. But when I put the foundation on, I'm going to have to do that because I don't want to make any mistakes. Okay, so I put an ample amount of the Airbrush Spray Hydrating Primer, Skin Smoothing. Ooh, okay. I'm going to say it has some silicone in it because my face feels insanely smooth in a good way. All right, so now we're going to shake this. It says shake well. Okay. All right, and we're going to spray it, hopefully not over my white lamp right here. Spray it towards the window. Ooh, can we see that? Wow. Okay, let's cover up all the dark spots. Let's see if it covered. Whoa, okay. I put way too much. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do? Okay, we're gonna have to do a lot of blending. Oh my gosh, that's way too much. All right, we're going in with the hands, guys. Okay, so it spreads really easily. I'm not very gentle with my face. I do always say that. I use good skincare and, you know, good quality makeup, but I really am not, you know, tapping and stuff like that, and I think it's because I'm just always rushed. Okay, so I use my red light therapy, hence these red lines right here. I have a video of that, I think, already up, of red light therapy mask, and it's a bit, my mask is a bit on the heavy side, and I just used it after I washed my face. I would say coverage is very good. So I still have age spots, so now we're gonna see if I could go over. Okay, there we go, there we go. Go over it again. Again, I apologize for not looking right here. I'm trying to use my my phone screen to buff it in. And we're gonna do a wear test. So I'm gonna wear this all day. All day, I mean 8 hours. And then, you know, put on a full face. I have a lot of errands to run today. And then I will be back to do a check-in, basically, to see if it breaks. When I wear foundation, how I determine whether I like a foundation is if it sinks into my texture that I have right here under, like under my eye bags. I have texture right there. And when it sinks in, wow, the coverage is really good, guys. That's where I usually find that I don't, you know, whether I like a foundation or not, whether it just, see, I do have texture. I'm not using any filters. I just feel like they're deceiving when you're using new product. I have a lot of white right there. from, I don't know, just different skin pigmentation. And I'm going to just buff it into my eyes and use it like as a primer because I am going to wear a full face of makeup today. Wow, that's really pretty, guys. And I feel like it's a good color match. Let me go ahead and just spray a tiny bit on my hand so you guys can see. Which at first it looks like that's not my color. This is just medium, guys. And it goes from fair to medium. And then I think it goes to warm. I think that's what I saw. I did go to the website to look. And so you could get it on the website or you can get it off of Amazon. They probably have it even at Walmart.com. I will link it in the description if you want to window shop. There we go. Okay. Cover up that eye mask redness. So that is how it looks. And now I'm going to put a face of makeup on and off screen, and then I'll be back to show you. And this is the final look. I just have some eyeliner, blush, and lipstick and mascara on, brown mascara. So I'm going to wear this foundation and then do a check-in in 8 hours to see if it sunk into any of the fine lines and wrinkles. But so far, I really like it. I hope it's waterproof. It's supposed to have rain today, so. But I will put the information right here. And then I will also put the information in the description if you want to check it out in window shop. Let me know if anybody has tried this Luminess brand and pros and cons. I will continue to wear it until it's gone so I could see how it performs over my trusty standard, which is that CoverGirl Essence dupe by CoverGirl, but it's a dupe for the Water Essence by CoverGirl, by Chanel, and I've been using that one since it's come out, probably about 5 years now. And I do have a review that I will link that in description as well of that product if you want to look at that. Okay, so that turned into like a 10-hour check-in instead of an 8-hour check-in. So I'm home for the day. I was out all day and the weather was, I don't know, maybe in the 60s or 70s. So not a whole lot of, perspiration going on as far as how the Luminous Foundation wears in like hot weather in the summertime. But I have it's either oily or dry. So I guess combination skin is what I'm looking for. Most of the time it's oily, but today I guess it's dry because you could see where the foundation just a little bit, but I feel like that's to be expected after 10 hours of wear. You could see how it's cleaned down to some of my dry spots, but I don't feel like it oxidized on my face. I don't feel particularly orange. I didn't self-tan this whole week so we can get an accurate look off of this primer and foundation. So this is what we're working on after 10 hours. So I would say it's a go. If anyone has tried this, again, comment below. I feel like this brand started off maybe 15 years ago with like a little silver kind of gun thing that you used to put the liquid foundation in and people would spray it right on their face. I seem to recall YouTube videos where they featured that, and now it's just so much easier, in a can. I know a lot of people aren't gonna like an aerosol can, so keep that in mind. But yeah, you just spray a little bit on the brush. You saw how much dispensed with just one spray. So a little goes a long way, and now I know that for tomorrow. So I hope this was useful, and I thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a good one. Bye-bye.